Good afternoon, this is Giuseppe Basile. I'm the analyst here. You can find at the website fibstalker.com. Also, was second trader using that fibstalker nickname. Good afternoon. This video is a weekly review for the market I follow closely. The EURFX currency future contract, the dollar index futures, the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar forex spot pair, and forex pair, the spot, and the S&P500 ES E-mini futures. This is a review on the daily chart, valid for Monday, June the 17th, so beginning of next week. Starting from the euro, what you see on the screen is a daily chart of the futures aligned to the September 2018 expiration. And those who follow me know that we have been following this this setup. I'm tracing it in a little bit better way here, and we hit the first target, 133.63. We also hit our 133.56 target for this trade, and we said that this move could continue higher into that 134.50, 134.60 area. And if you look at the moment, the market on Thursday traded this all the way halfway back here, and as you can see, the first target is pretty much aligned with that second target of the original trade. The trade initiated at 131.90. So this adds up to the possibility that we could get there. So we keep following this trade. I'm also giving in the newsletter the new entries in case we come back, in case we correct, so in case the dollar index corrects. And this would be two entry levels that I'm going to indicate in the newsletter, with a stop below this 131.54. Moving quickly to the dollar continued its move lower. We don't know where it's going to stop before we are going to get a bounce, and we don't know how strong that bounce is going to be. So at the moment we could assume that we are trading a traditional short here, and we could only I could only trace this after the fact by observing price. And but as you can see, we hit the first target in this 86. So now the dollar has the potential to continue lower, into this 80.12 before we get a sensible bounce. I do not expect this bounce to be big anyway. If we start retracing from here at the beginning of next week, we could, the maximum I can see the dollar correcting is this 82.20 area. Moving quickly to the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, we had this 2 weeks move lower here, which confirmed the fact that bulls have failed on the weekly time frame, and this move lower has not been clean. And if we consider this dirty setup, we could see that the move has extended and has hit this second target 101.70 area here. What I would look for in case we get a retracement, and maybe we had the beginning of that retracement starting on Friday. And what I would do, I would actually look to sell at two specific levels. The first one would be this 102.50 area, and the second one would be at this 102.70 area with a stop above 103.11. And at the beginning of the week we will see whether we are going to get a bounce there, but this is definitely the setup that I'll propose in my newsletter. Finally, the S&P 500 we have what you see on the screen again is the futures contract aligned to the September 2013 expiration. We have been trading this level 1635. This was higher in the previous contract, but in the contract expiring September 2013 is this 1635 with a stop above 1647, but the exact levels are in the newsletter. So I was anticipating a continuation higher, but as we can see, this 1635 found resistance here, and also thanks to the 20-day moving average. Now, it's not said that we are going to continue lower. We don't know what is going to happen. Price could just reverse and test again these highs, or we could continue lower. If we continue lower, the target is going to be 1569, and we could again trade the 4-hour breakout here. And thanks to Lee that raised this question last week, he raised the questions regarding how to trade the 4-hour breakout confirmation type of trade, and I'll explain that in a separate video. Now, what we could do here again, we could actually trade again the 4-hour breakout, and this would be a trade triggered below 1600, I would say at 1608, with a stop above these highs, 1635, and with a target which is then 20 points below this 1608. But before we get to this 1570 area, which is an area of profit taking and potentially support because of that profit taking. I hope this video is useful. I wish you a very pleasant weekend and very good trading week next week. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye bye.